This is Tree Feed 4, waking up to a Thursday morning after some AEW Dynamite, and welcome to the Tree 54 podcast. Let's start with the AEW Dark with the lineup. While we're starting on the lineup, let's check out. AEW Dark had featured Leva Bates ready to write her own story, Lance Archer with more threats of violence, and Sammy Guevara cutting the best promo of its AEW career. So, let's look at the lineup, shall we? We got Vipress versus Big Swole, Lee Johnson and Aaron Solo versus Reynolds and Silver, Michael Nakazawa versus Trent, Red Velvet versus Tessa Price, VSK versus and Baron Black versus Private Party, Kylan King versus Rachel Chanel, Sammy Guevara versus Marco Stunt, Dream Girl Ellie versus Penelope Ford, Evilise and Dynamite versus Lady Frost, and Bionic Beast Jenna. Brandon Cutler versus Adam Priest, Gun Club versus Cesar Bonilla and KTB and Seth Gargis. Jurassic Express versus Panda Express. TH2 versus Gift Grayson and Brian Pillman Jr. The Acclaim versus Alex Chamberlain and Damian Fenner. Matt Sydal versus 5. Figo DL Soto versus Peter Avalon. Chaos Project versus Eva Uno. Stu Grayson versus Joey Janela and Sunny Kiss. The new Midnight Express. Let's start the show with Big Swole versus defeated Vipress. Swole exploded from a headbutt Tiger Driver, then a Texas Clover to scare the submission. While on that, we got Excalibur team with Taz to call the action. Anthony Ogano and Ricky Starks stopped by to join the commentary. And Justin Roberts was the ring announcer. Anyway, Rick NX Reynolds and Giant Silver defeated Lee Johnson and Aaron Solo. Reynolds tried to recruit Solo to Dark Order. Solo responded by punching Reynolds. The Dark Order used a rapid fire sequence on Solo to close it out with a head kick, forearm shover stunner from Reynolds, German suplex for Silver, then a jackknife pin for Reynolds. There was still no support from the Nightmare family for Johnson as a new member. Chet versus Michael Nakazawa. The referee forced Nakazawa to find 3 bottles of Turkish baby oil, and Naka still managed to use the 4th hidden bottle to grease up. That led to a surge from Naka and an attempt to use his smelly underwear. Trent fought back with 3 consecutive knee strikes for the victory. Red Velvet defeated Tessa Price. Velvet won with a Kazadorian Bulldog standing moonsault and a single leg drop kick to the head. Private Party defeated VSK and Baron Black. Private Party was given a run for their money but failed and ended with a fancy T-work maneuver. Mark Quinn used a drop toe from Black to land on Irish Cassidy's knees. Cassidy held Black down against his knees for Quinn to step on Black's back for a standing shooting star press. Kylan King defeated Rachel Chanel. King's nickname is the Queen of Crazy. That's not too snappy or very fitting because she has never shown a crazy streak. Chanel scored a lot of offense. King fired back to put Chanel away with a front-landing face-plant slam. Sammy Guevara defeated Marco Stunt. Sammy is quick, but Stunt is quicker. Stunt was in control early and even took flight off the entrance stage for a cannonball. Sammy recovered quickly to grab Stunt off the turnbuckles for a GTH kid knee strike to win. Penelope Ford defeated Dream Girl Ellie. Kip Sabian was ringside. Ellie had some solid slams with 4 pounds for a handspring cutter and a bridging fisherman suplex for a success. Evilise and Dynamite defeated Lady Frost and Bionic Beast Jenna. Jenna was the powerhouse in the match. However, she was no match for the creativity and testing of the winners. Evilise thrust kicked Jenna into a code red for a Dynamite for the win. Brandon Cutler defeated Adam Priest. Cutler oozed confidence with a pec flex. He finished Priest on a springboard clothesline, springboard elbow drop, and TPK. That's 4 wins in a row for Cutler. Gun Club defeated Cesar Bonnet, KTP, Seth Gargis. Colt Gunn won with a famous asser. Jurassic Express defeated Panda Express. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus represented the Jurassic Express, while Super Panda and Ultima Panda represented Panda Express. The Dino and his boy won it with a teamwork cutter. A kick to the head by Luchasaurus and a running elbow to the back of the head by Jungle Boy. TH2 defeated, versus Griff Garrison and Pillman Jr. Jack Evans took out Garrison with icy and moonsault to the floor while Jericho submitted Pillman on the Navarro Death Roll left lock. After the match, TH2 beat up Pillman some more. Top Fly made the save to hype their match against TH2 on Dynamite. The Acclaim defeated Chamberlain and Damian Fenner. Max Caster spit Rhymes to assault the competition. Caster picked up the win on a flying elbow drop. Matt Seidel defeated 5-10 was ringside to put the boots to Seidel on the floor and also provide time distractions. Seidel turned the tide with a jumping knee strike, then a rocking cradle slam for the victory. Peter Avalon defeated Hugo Del Sol. Avalon won his first match in AEW by shredding a tornado DDT and then attacking with a double knee strike. Eva Uno Grayson defeated Chaos Project, Joey Janela, and Sonny Kiss at 3-way. Dark Order hit the fatality on Janela to finish it, and it was a good match in the end. Now let's get to the separate show, to the promos. Let's get to the promos. First up is Leva Bates. She knocked down the photos of Peter Avalon inside the library. She does not feel liberated, is ready to focus on herself. Bates will write her own story to show the world what she can do. To me, this was a good job of resetting Bates' priority as a wrestler. There is also potential left to explore as a librarian character. Shawn Spears took exception to Alex Marvez, calling his win over Scorpio Sky controversial. Spears just used Sky's weakness against him. What's next in the feud? Nothing. Sky has his chance and lost. This is quality and logical heel work from Spears' vantage point. He's correct in there, and there's no need for him to give chase. Sky's response will be interesting. The feud could be put on ice for a while as Sky remains a good guy or Sky given to the dark side for revenge. Jake Roberts and Large Archer, Jared anyone getting their way. Once again, the same match relay, but it had an amusing delivery from both men. Sammy Guevara defeated a stunt to no someone's surprise. Stunt put up a heck of effort though. Guevara recognized and clapped his opponent for the fight. 2020 has thrown everything at Sammy and he's still standing. He is the best every single guy night in the ring. No one will outshine him. Guevara will be a champion in AEW. My fine speech for the Spanish guy. This is probably his best promo in AEW to date. His conviction and his confidence are easily felt in his words. If there was a test for babyface promo, he passed it with flying colors. Alright, we got to Britt Baker. DMD was back with her talk show, The Waiting Room. She took a comedic dig at Jon Moxley and argued with her guest. Tay Conti, the Acclaims, closed it out as a musical entertainment. I thought this week's show was a step back forward, but there was no storyline focus. I want to know about Tay and the Dark Order. That topic was not discussed. Unless this was set up for a match between Baker or Conti, then nothing was advanced. So now I will get to, here's my review for AEW Dark. Dark is basically getting out of control. I comprehend many benefits, but a 2-hour and 46-minute runtime is too much of a good thing. The length has a negative effect on wearing me down with significant matches, so not to fully appreciate the good ones. On a happy those thoughts, I had to give props to Taz Gallagher for his stamina to remain extremely entertained throughout the entire show. But so Red Velvet is showing good progress. She's always showed charisma, but I felt her offense game was soft in her early Dark matches. Little Cupcake pulling out more moves each week to look better. Panda Express are newcomers. I want to see again. They are Jolie Bear Bears. I would be funny if the Panda family expanded like the Machines with Giant Machine, Andre the Giant, and Hulk Machine, Hulk Hogan, etc. So, share me your thoughts on Dark, right? Basically, who stood out the most for AEW Dark? So, thank you for my review on AEW Dark. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will do a review on Dynamite, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the commercial or an ad I did. So, stay tuned for it, and see you tomorrow, Thursday, for my AEW Dynamite review. Bye. We're back, and AEW has Dynamite has intimated as usual from Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to tell you right now, this show featured Taz taking no grunt from anyone. Hikaru Shida continuing her run as top babyface, and Jon Moxley selling his title fight against Kenny Omega like a crazy man. Let's get to the action first. Start with John Silver versus Adam Hangman Page. Let's get to it. I just woke up, so I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm trying to get to the groove of it. So please don't hate me for that. Let's get jamming through the Dynamite. Hangman versus John Silver. The Dark Order personally requested his bout, even though they lightly handsome Hangman his beautiful hair. Silver came close to winning with a surprise Hurricane pin counter on a buckshot lariat attempt. Silver followed with a barrage of quick strikes, slams, and a brainbuster. Hangman stayed alive to soak in the pain and deliver a crushing clothesline, a Liger Bomb, and a buckshot lariat for the victory. Once comedy turned into intensity, Hangman and Silver put on a nice little match focused on desire for victory. I still don't buy Silver as a threat for win big matches, but he did force me to wonder if an upset could brew with these close pinfalls. After the match, Uno tried to recruit Hangman. He compared Elite to a cult that would let Hangman leave. It kind of made sense in a funny way. Uno did not demand a decision. He left it as they will be there for Hangman if he needs their support. The Dark Order is a totally different entity these days without Mr. Brody Lee. Even Uno's tender love and care approach doesn't really make me yearn for Hangman to smash them. When Mr. Brody was there, tension was much higher. Stu Grayson was still had an ornery attitude, and I hope to see him fight Hangman. TH2 versus Ty Flight. Angelico finished it off with a Navarro death roll leg lock. Sorry again. When he took his time releasing the submission, the Young Bucks made the save. This was a competitive affair with plenty of flash. Angelico put some stank on the win, submission with emphasis on the roll. That touch made it look extremely painful. Jericho Hager defeated Daniels and Kazarian. The Inner Circle was ringside in full force. In the end, Kaz entered the ring to save CDs, so the ref forced Kaz out. MJF used that distraction to pop Daniels in the face of the diamond ring. Jericho blasted CD with a juice effect, and Hager picked up the pin. Afterward, Kaz punched MJF flesh in the face. Scorpio Sky ran in with the chair to save this SCU family. Jericho Hager delivered the excitement amidst these on their edge, which in turn helped SCU shine as pure baby faces. Everyone was elevated the process. If Jericho and Hager wrestle like that in the future, then I wouldn't mind seeing them rise the ranks toward the tag team title shot on TV. With Daniels and Kaz seeing them score payback would be satisfying. One obvious thing that would be addressed the overbearing numbers of the Inner Circle ringside commentary was on top of the question, how long will it last in the coming weeks? This was full of me. One shame I used the narrative for AEW official. It could quickly turn into a lame brain, feel me twice, shame on me situation for referees if not contained. Later in the show, MJF was irate about Kaz choking him in the kisser. They led to Jericho defending the honor of the crew by challenging Kaz to a match next week. Jericho played it humorously straight back forward. Double standard heel logic. The Butcher, the Blade, the Candlestick Maker, or something defeated Pac and Phoenix. The bout was pleasurably clash of style. Eddie Kingston had been on commentary. He rushed into the ring when Pac and Phoenix were on a roll. Kingston knocked Phoenix out the turnbuckles. B&B finished the luchador with a neckbreaker powerbomb teamwork combo. The real shocker of this main event segment came in the aftermath. The Kingston family put the boots to deep depth triangle. Kingston hit the DDT twice to Pac on top of the steel chair as Kingston was gearing up for a dirty DDT. Lance Archer stormed the ring. He was focused on killing Kingston, but fast Eddie escaped. This was perhaps the appearance from Archer. I like this surprise element, desire to ruin Kingston, but I scratched my head a little bit where that leaves Pac. Whoever gets to Kingston first won't be leaving much on the bone for the other. Kingston still have enough value that his next loss will be important. The loss after that, not so much. For notes, Fallsworth, Jim Ross pointed out that Hangman entered without an alcoholic beverage in hand. Hangman also didn't leave with a drunk drink after his win. Darby Allin torched his car at home compound to provide a pretty cool visual. and Kingston was a mad Pentagon leaving to reform Death Triangle, but he was very disappointed. There was Vicky Guerrero, and Nia Rose had a message for Brandy Rose about her nepotism. Brandy had to use her power to convince her friends, while Vicky didn't need to convince Jade Cargill to go on the attack last week. Brandy's business plan is set for failure. FTR's loss to the Young Bucks, one of the worst nights in their lives. It pains Doc Harwood to say the Bucks were better for 3 seconds. FTR is still the best, though. They need tag titles back. Tully Blatcher believes his FTR dance needs to become champions again. The Fire designer promo sold me on the rematch. Kip Sabian and Mauro tried to debut a new video game segment, but Orange Cassidy came in to shut off their TV. It was a ruse to lure Sabian and Mauro into attack by the best friend. Mauro raged on Carrot kick butt, despite a little on the Corey sorry for my take. Then Matt Hardy cut a condensing promo about Survivor 2020. If he can overcome the instrumental odds, that us champions should be able to handle these position challenges. Survive, thrive, and win. So Hardy's a heel now. Ricky Starks loved AEW and Tony Khan, but he has a problem with Cody. That man crossed the line and make it personal by airing Taz's family issues. Brian Cage and Powerhouse Will Hobbs made messy faces in the background. Starks shined while Cage came up as a clear second fiddle. Even that wasn't intentional. I'll conclude the portion by plotting Tony Schiavone for his stylish pink pants. Now we get to the rest up. Now we go to the Jon Moxley and the Kenny Omega thing. All right. You ready? I'm going to get there. But first, before that, let's talk about the Taz mission thing. Let's talk about that first for Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. Let's talk about 10 mission. What I learned tonight is not to press Taz's buttons. He's been mostly juggling in his commentary role away from Taz and AEW. However, he still had the aggressive spirit when feeling disrespected. Taz took all he could take from Cody's lip and choked Cody as a result. The other thing I learned from Taz's mission, that Taz's mission is still badass. Taz's evening started out simple enough as Will Hobbs squashed Lee Johnson with a falling power slam. Hobbs was issued a new Powerhouse moniker, dressed as in an orange and black singlet and using more methodical style with a mean streak. Johnson received zero backup from the Nightmare family during the contest. I'm concerned what plan was by not seeing Johnson as a member. His easy losses are doing a detriment to the Nightmare family image. Johnson should have stuck with MJF. It might have been in the inner circle instead. Taz came down to the ring with a message for top brass AEW. He was tired of management disrespect the FTW championship. Taz refused to leave until the situation was mediated. So production cut his mic twice. Eventually, Cody came out to request Taz take a hike. Cody gave some bullshit line about sending FT title up the flagpole so way to placate Taz. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. Taz saw through that garbage promise. Cody made a personal airing dirty laundry public. He questioned why Taz's son was training at the Nightmare Factory instead of his own father. When Cody turns back, boom, Taz mission. Damn. The Gump Club made the save while Taz's son was ringside to support his father in the FTW belt. This was a great use of Taz. Sure, I'd love to see him one last match for nostalgic purposes. But that's probably the idea better left as a fantasy. By getting physical with Taz's mission, it scratched an inch and left him standing as a badass. Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin will battle Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs next week on Dynamite. If anything's feeling bold, a Powerhouse drinking game could be in order. Be careful, though. Commentary said Powerhouse enough times tonight to send someone to the hospital. Now, let's get to the Kenny Omega and Moxley thing. All right, let's get to there. Moxley versus Omega made official. After last week's mystery attack, Moxley finally able to sign on the line to defend the World Championship against Omega on December 2 edition of Dynamite. The second attack at a contrast side began with the seeds being planted earlier in the show. It started with Omega questioning a gentleman's agreement that Moxley leave the garbage wrestling home, prove that he is the best by beating Omega in the middle of the ring based on ability. Then Omega used a schoolyard soul tactic to say his father would beat Moxley's father's ass. As Eddie Kingston was cutting a promo backstage, Moxley interrupted while saying the word. Kingston shut up and changed his tone. He denied being behind attack on Moxley next week. Kingston implied that Moxley knew who did the deed. Time for the contract signing. No taters were harmed this segment, but Ego was sure Moxley crept on Omega during his entrance to pummel the challenger. The chant dragged to the ring for a Paragon strip on the title belt. Moxley blamed the attack on Omega doing Moxley violence, and it made them even. Omega needed to dig deep to find the guts. Will you come at the king? You best not mess. Damn, that was purifying my mind. Everything went beat down to the phone, put me up with a title belt. Not so much for Omega's end. I don't think there are many Davis that doubted his best boss machine. I wonder if Omega was truly brains behind last week's attack. Watching wrestling tell it obviously Omega's fault. I haven't noticed any issue Omega's being true. Either there were more layers of the story would erupt into the mystery. Now let's do to the last thing, the women's match segment, the final segment, the women's match. All right. For my money, the AEW Women's Championship between Hashida and Jay was the most entertaining contest of the show. I'm not saying it was the best, just that I enjoyed the most of it. AEW started out on the right tone with an effective hype package, pumped up Jay as a worthy contender, raised doubts about Shida retaining with concerns over the healthy status of her knee. At the two tussle early, Jay grabbed her sleeper hold. Shida was not sufficiently worn down. She quickly escaped. Jay showing her ways by blocking knee strike, then attacking the damaged joint. As the match compressed, drama attempts with outside assistance. Tay Conti was ringside and left to offer Jay a chair. The referee at her feet. 5'10" and John Silver reserving the stage. 10-handed candlestick to Jay, so he strung hard at Shida's knee. The champ kicked out a pitfall, and Jay locked in a rear naked choke on the mat. Shida struggled, eventually shifted her position to roll over or escape. On the way out, Shida blasted with a furious forearm. Jay reversed a suplex for a near fall. I think she might have been robbed a little that count due to the referee's late start. Shida powered up for a straight jacket German suplex, a forearm shot, then a running knee strike for the victory. After the match, Abandon made a surprise appearance to lick the championship belt. I assume the action declared attention to challenge Shida very soon. That was a bout with a ton of fun. AEW did a great job to book the match with shenanigans for max drama. Shida shined as always, top-notch babyface. Jay has room to improve as wrestler, but her sports entertainment qualities are very good. I'm glad she hit the goal. She was much more better than everyone else in the core group AEW Women's Division. It should be a special moment when finally lost. That loss should be someone who could carry the division and maintain the positive momentum created by Shida. Even if it takes a full calendar year for that person to merge. So be it. Let Shida rock and roll till then. All right, this is the end of our review. Now I'm gonna reveal my take on it. Get ready for it. I just need to get my bearings done. All right, let's talk. So the show is Jon Moxley. As much as I love the transmission, the sellout of Moxley behind Kenny Omega was even better display of pure bassery. That beating was hilarious. Technically, this honor should go to whoever thought of the idea. The death of the cell, Conti. Conti didn't help her very much. It should have been clear that Energy would have taken a shortcut or two. If Conti is so opposing, then why were out there in the first place? Of course, this all be part of a plan for a maximum impact when Conti goes full Rudo. If it occurs, then I'll script this done for the record. AEW is basically a good, solid show. Lower profile matches stepped up to entertain. The story beats were a little confusing at times, but delivered intriguing nonetheless. So let's share our thoughts. What do you thought about AEW Dynamite this week? Who you think? Share your thoughts and watch. If you ever miss AEW, you can watch some of the highlights on YouTube on AEWYouTube.com. Enjoy. All right, thank you for my review for AEW Dynamite and Dark. I'll see you next week as usual. Bye from Tree 54 Podcast.